Well, I thought the first 20 minutes was probably the best 20 minutes that we've had since we've been here. Defensively, I thought we did a lot of nice things. Obviously, it helps when your shot's falling. But just was real pleased, particularly with the first half. I thought our second half, we got into some foul trouble. We had to change up what we were doing defensively somewhat. And I thought the post players were playing more tentative than they probably needed to do or needed to be. But it was a great win. This is a team that is very good, and we were quite worried about. They have a lot of unique pieces. I think one of the keys was getting Bridges in foul trouble there in the first half. That helped because she got off to a really hot start. But give our kids credit for putting a really solid first 20 minutes together. I thought they did some really good things in the second half, but we did sputter there defensively and had a difficult time of guarding them off the dribble. Which was a little bit frustrating. But at the end of the 40 minutes, there was a lot of good things that this team continues to do, and that's share the ball. 22 assists on 36 field goals is pretty impressive.
What made the first 20 minutes, so impressive to you?
Well, I just thought, how we our ball pressure I thought was good. I thought we played the gaps. We were rotating. I thought we did a decent job rebounding. I just thought our energy level. I thought we had great ball pressure. Other than allowing Bridges to hit a couple really tough threes. I mean, Laren a couple times was right there, with a hand in her face, and she still managed to knock down those threes. So other than Bridges really getting off to a hot start, I just thought we did a tremendous job. I thought Ty was great on the ball with number 14, Tartar. We just did a lot of really good things, and I was just really pleased at half of how we were guarding.
And how far does this team come in the short time on defense?
Well, we've made some strides. There's no question. Of course, if you talked to me a game ago, I thought we had taken a step back from a defensive perspective. But that's the nice thing about having 2 days off, and you can go back and you can watch film and you can get in the gym and you can practice and talk about our defensive system and what we want to do in that system and what our jobs are and our responsibilities are in our defensive system. And I thought, like I said, our kids, they recognized that, and I think they felt it. I think they felt kind of the same way I did the other night, that we didn't put a second half together the way we would have liked, and we were pretty undisciplined. So for our kids to be able to turn it around and go out and play the first half defensively like they did, I think says a lot, again, for a really young basketball team. We're going to have nights, there's no doubt. There's going to be some inconsistency anytime you're dealing with a young basketball team. That's going to happen. But I was really, really proud just of the way they fought back and showed up here this afternoon and dug in and did some really good things on that end.
The assist numbers have been consistently impressive. What allows, I guess, a young team like this to be able to share the ball well while also keeping turnovers down too?
Well, I think we got some unique pieces, with Laren and Ty and Taylor and Lex. Carly is wants to be the recipient of a lot of those assists, but Jess Walters. We have 4 or 5 guards that are very comfortable handling the ball and are very comfortable coming off ball screens and trying to get into the paint and create shots for others. And so that's what, again, I'm most proud of. But, they're talented, with the ball in their hand. And I think that they've bought into the fact that we've We didn't exclusively want to be a three-point shooting team. The importance of getting post touches, they've committed to that. And that's been, a lot of those assists, not only have it been on kickouts, but they've been, Jen Anderson's been a recipient, and Lycum and Cahill. And that's good basketball.
What's Jen Anderson's development been like? It seems like, at least in the scoring area, she's been able to back up with a couple of
Right.
games now with scoring. How's she sort of developed since she first got here?
Well, I watched Jen in high school. And as I've mentioned before, Jen's always had soft hands. She's been terrific around the basket. Although she didn't get a lot of minutes last year, we felt coming into this year that, one of the things we had to have was a post presence, and we've leaned on Jen. And I think Jen's appreciated that. She's liked that, and she's felt valued, that we have enough stretch fours that want to screen and pop. We don't have the fives that want to screen and roll and play with their back to the basket. From day one, I said, we need something different from that post spot, and you being able to roll and beg for the ball and ask for it, and be a post presence is going to be really important to the success of our team. And I think you've seen a different Jen. I think she's playing with a tremendous amount of confidence. I think our guards have a lot of confidence in her as well. I'm just really happy with the way, like I said, our guards have committed themselves to making sure she is a part of our offense, and that's really been important.
Seems like Alexis played pretty well tonight.
She did.
How has she been adjusting to? She started most of the games last year. How's she been adjusting?
I think Lex is she's just one of those individuals that cares about the team. She's such a great team player. She's really good defensively, and it's not that she's not great offensively. I'd like for her to be more aggressive offensively and try to get herself to the free throw line more, try to get more attacks to the basket. I'll tell you, we could start different lineup. It doesn't matter whether Lex is in there or not. I mean, she's, she could easily start for us. Jess Walters probably could get more minutes. That's the nice thing, the luxury that we have with all of our perimeter players. They're all really good. The challenge is trying to find all of the minutes that they deserve and they want. And that's been difficult for us. But at the end of the day, as I've said, I think that this is a group that it's genuine. They care about each other. They want to see each other succeed and do well. And I think ultimately the win is the most important thing. I've never gotten wrapped up in starters and who's starting. My college coach used to tell me it doesn't matter who starts, it's who ends the game and who's in there for critical moments. And Lex is going to find herself in the ball game in critical moments and maybe at the end of the game. And so will a lot of others as well. So. I think she's adjusting well, just because I think that she's just one of those unique kids that puts this team before herself.
To kind of go on one of your last points, with someone like Moren Postgame, how do you sort of find her more minutes? And maybe especially in a game today where you're 4 or 5, getting some foul trouble.
Right.
Do you try to get her more involved, or how does she sort of get on the floor more?
Well, that's a good question. The only way that Mara right now can get on the floor is by playing the 4 spot for us. When you talk about all those pieces, you're talking about the starters we have, then you talk about Lex, then you talk about Carly, then you talk about Jess, that are, deserve minutes. So Mara is she's kind of caught in a numbers game. I mean, it's like I said, the challenge is when you have the number of perimeter players that you have is to try to find minutes. And now with Claire being out, we needed Mara to move over to that 4 spot, and she's been really open to doing that. But you have to also pay attention to your matchups. And, one of our jobs is always to set our kids up for success. And we're not going to put Mara in a situation where we don't feel like she can have success against bigger players. It's not fair to her. So we're going to either have to, as you saw us today, go to our zone and kind of get away from playing man-to-man and not put her in a situation where she has to guard kids that are more athletic, quicker, bigger than she is. And so that's, she's going to have to continue to work at that 4 spot for us. And the nice thing that she can do, like all of our 4s, is stretch the defense out. It's when she gets on the other end is where you get concerned. She's not used to guarding post players.
Obviously, Indiana State's next on the schedule for you. Any sort of special emotions? And I know this is very still, you just finished on the game, but
right.
Have you thought ahead to this at all?
Oh, not really. We've been so focused on our basketball team. To say that it's another game would be a fib. I mean, those are our kids, my kids that that we recruited when I was there. They won a championship last year, and I was part of that with them. So it's going to be special. It's one of those games though that you hate as a coach because you're going against your friends with Joey and his staff, and then it'll be nice though. I'm kind of looking forward to seeing those players and at least saying hi and give them a hug and wish them luck. But at the end of the day, it's still it's a game, and we're going to make sure that we're ready. The emotion by game time will be out of it. At that point, it's how can we prepare our basketball team to beat a really good Indiana State team. That'll always be the case. You got 2 friends, but two competitors that are going to be going up against each other. But at the end of the night, it'll be one of those games that we'll both be grateful that it's over, and we'll move on.